Hi, witches. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about finding time to practice as a witch because this is a question that I see asked a lot. In that people say I don't have a lot of time. I feel like I don't know when to find the time to practice as a witch. What do I do if I'm time poor? All of those sorts of questions. So I wanted to dive a bit deeper into that. So the first thing I want to say is you do not have to practice every single day. Do not force yourself to practice. You might end up actually being in a bit of a spiritual slump where you just have no motivation. Practicing doesn't bring you joy. In that case, take a break. That's okay. When I was at uni, I was super busy. I was working like 3 or 4 jobs if you count uni as a job, um, and 3 other jobs. And so I didn't practice. I just did not have the time. I found that if I tried to practice, I then felt stressed because I felt like I was behind in everything else. So I just didn't really practice. I might have practiced in the holidays when I had more time, and that's okay. So if you are feeling like you're in a bit of a spiritual slump, that's okay. Go out into nature, go enjoy nature. Spend time grounding and centering. So sitting out in nature, letting your negative energies just drain out. Refilling yourself with that positive energy from nature and meditating out in nature. So you don't have to do something every single day or even every single Sabbath or every full moon. You don't have to. Magic does not have to be practiced every day. In fact, I don't do spells unless I feel like I need to do a spell for a certain reason. Otherwise, I am. I am me. That means I'm still a witch. It doesn't make me any less of a witch because I'm not doing daily tarot card readings or lighting candles every day. So that's okay. And the other thing I want to mention is that if witchcraft is your passion, you will find time for it. Even if you are super busy, if it is something that you feel like you need to do, you will find the time. And you can absolutely prioritize things. That might mean that you need to delegate certain tasks. You might need to trust others to do a task, even if it's not as well as you would do it yourself. Um, that can happen. Focus on what's important. And so, if what's important is your practice, focus on that. Find time. Wake up a little bit earlier. Go to bed a little bit later, something like that. But there are little things that you can do if you don't have a lot of time and you want to practice. So I would suggest things like lighting a candle for a specific purpose. So right now, I have a candle lit. It is a general healing candle. That's lit. It doesn't take a lot of effort. I took a moment as I was lighting it just to kind of focus on my intention. And now it's there, it's doing its thing. I'm able to work or do whatever, and it's still there, and I'm still feeling that energy, and I'm still practicing. Burning incense. Incense sticks, particularly, don't require a lot of time. They burn really quickly. All you need is a lighter. You don't need fancy tools. Incense sticks. Just light an incense stick, even if it's just to your guides or your ancestors or a deity that you work with. Yeah, light an incense stick. Or charcoal and mix incense if you want to go all out and have a bit more time on your hands. And of course, as always, make sure you are not lighting incense and candles and then going off doing something else. You need to actually be around them and make sure that they are safe. Safety first. Meditating with a crystal. So even if you just get like one piece of crystal, this one's hard to see. Even if you get a crystal, hold it in your hand. You can go outside, hold it in your hands, and just sit there and just feel its energy. Close your eyes. You might like to do this while sitting out in nature. It's up to you. Arranging some crystals or decorations. So rearrange your altar, move around that energy. Sometimes just having like stagnant kind of energy is what's going to make you feel like at a loss, like you're not feeling motivated. So you move around some things, move around some furniture, move that energy around. Drink some herbal tea mindfully. So I really like chamomile tea. Chamomile tea is really calming and soothing. Likewise, peppermint tea. It's really good for like digestion if you're feeling nervous and you've got like an upset stomach. Peppermint tea, just sit mindfully, drink that. Think about the herbs and the properties that they have, and enjoy that. Read a witchy magazine. So if you don't have time to read a book, or if it's hard for you to read a book, read Witchy magazines. There are free Witchy magazines online. There's a really good one called Coffee Table Coven. I've purchased Enchanted Living digital issues before. They've got like a witchcraft issue. Even if you're in Australia, or possibly in the UK, I think. Wellbeing magazine, they do all sorts of different specials. I've got one on astrology, and also Calm magazine. It's sort of, it's not necessarily witchcraft, but it's kind of in a similar vein, more that kind of spirituality, slowing down kind of thing. And listening to witchy podcasts. So I do this all the time on my commute to and from work. I listen to podcasts. Or right now, I think there are a few places which do audiobooks which have free trials. So I've currently got a free trial to Scribd, and they've got so many witchy audiobooks on there. But even podcasts, I love podcasts. I'm a really big fan of Gordon White's Rune Soup podcast and Lucy Cavendish's the Witchcast podcast. Both of those are great. So those are just some little ideas for how you can practice, even if you feel like you don't have a lot of time on your hands. Kind of little things you can do to still feel like you are doing something, even if you don't have a lot of time and energy. So hopefully that was helpful. Feel free to list any other suggestions that you have down in the comments. And thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.